Hello and welcome back. Well, in this video, I'm going to go over how to passively yet aggressively handle unscrupulous buyers, users, ones that you know have nefarious intent, ones that you know are obviously being scaby, ones that you know that what you sold, what you provided matches what you listed, and it's just now down to them wanting to be extra cheap. So the first thing that I'm going to address is how you can inhibit a lot of those users from even happening in the first place. This does not guarantee that you won't get unscrupulous users and buyers. However, it will definitely help. So the first thing you need to do is go over to where, the very, very top left where it reads hi and your name. Go down to account settings. And in account settings, you're going to go down to selling preferences. The font is going to look a little different, but you can go down to selling preferences. You're going to scroll down to where it reads your buyers, almost down to the very bottom. And you can go to managing who can buy from you. Click edit. And this is the primary one. So this is block buyers who caused 2, 3, 4, 5. I have it set to minimum of 2 cancellations of unpaid orders within 1 month. This is not an absolute. This will help inhibit buyers or users that come in and don't pay. This was a larger, better option to click prior to the more mandatory payments on file. It doesn't really do a whole lot, but it does inhibit people who will just come in and will make an order and not pay. And then if you choose to do that, you need to click update block settings for active listings. So if you change any of these, you need to click this box. I'm going to assume you also need to click this box in order for these. So one is require buyers to provide a payment method before they place a bid. That's obviously for auctions. Require all buyers to provide a payment method before they make an offer. That's for non-auction. So if they are going to make an offer of whatever you have listed because you have best offer on, or you send an offer out and they send a counter offer, they have to have a payment method on file in order for them to even. I don't know if it does not show a pop-up box. However, there is that. And more importantly, don't allow black buyers to contact me. If you block them, I don't want them to contact me. If you unclick that, can come in handy because sometimes those pain in the neck buyers, which I'm going to segue in, will continue to contact you after you tell them to stop. So since I did make and then your block buyer list is just copy paste, or you can go into the app to the messages and then you can click block. But if you're doing it on PC, you have to copy paste and put them in a block list, of which I have bookmarked. I block it at least one a day for something. And then hit save changes. So that is a primary that's going to help regarding unpaid. It does not inhibit every bad user. When we get into that, we're going to get into, this is the Gundam video game that I sold. Within here, they write, please try to send this out as soon. It got shipped that day or the next day. Yeah, it got shipped that day. Sweet, thanks. And they send a picture of the disc, of what the picture of the disc looked like in the picture that I provided in the listing. Hello, I just got the game in the mail. It's extremely rough. These little spots are all over the disc as well. And he goes on. And then he goes, I'm either going just to send it back for a full refund, or if you are comfortable with $10. This is already a low 30s to $40 game in much better condition. The price was lowered because of the condition it's in, because it's going to cost $3 to resurface it. They state professional resurface is going to cost me at least $10. It doesn't. I can go to a game exchange place where I go, and if I have discs that are absolutely necessary that need to be resurfaced, if I can't sell, if it's $100 something, and if I can get more money by being resurfaced, then I will. If it needs resurfaced, I will mention that in the listing, and I'll say something like, hey, $5 cheaper than what it would be because it's going to cost you $3 to $5 to resurface it. However I make that judgment. So they're already kind of embellishing this number. Let me know what you think. And then instantly, 6 minutes later, never mind, it doesn't work. I'm sending it back for a full refund. So I reply, and this is where standing your ground and what you're doing and knowing your business comes in handy. I reply, resurfacing is $3 at most. The listing indicated the spots that I buffed it, and there are still spots and will need professionally resurfaced. You got what the listing indicates. A lot of other sellers will just cave in, be like, okay, man, here's $10. Don't cave to these people. And then I write, you will be deducted return shipping, because I've read more of the messages as I had already responded, because they just kept throwing message 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, just instantly right at me. It's like, write everything in one message. As you got what you ordered, and this now falls under buyer's remorse. So they saw the pictures, if they did. They read the listing, if they did. What I divulged in the listing matches what they got. So now, since they didn't either read or they didn't look at the listing, this now falls under buyer's remorse, because if they had looked at the listing and the pictures and read it, they would know that that's what they're getting. That's what they're going to get into. This item, they write, this item literally doesn't work. I'm sending it up a dispute with eBay. You listed and said it worked. eBay will make sure you give me all my money back. Been through this with shady sellers. I have pictures and videos to prove it doesn't work. Good luck to you. So that's what the return will do. You will be deducted refund through, though, as it's buyer's remorse because you didn't thoroughly read the description. Nowhere in the listing does it state the game works. Keep going and I'll deduct more when it comes back. I matched what eBay considers good for a video game. He replies, you're funny. You said it works and it doesn't. This is just plain lie, not buyer remorse. Good luck trying to trick eBay into thinking that. I reply, you got what was described. Within that description states it will need professionally resurfaced. You didn't read that part. Bought it knowing the visual condition. You got what the listing stated. Do not message me again. And of course, send a full refund. Now they're demanding. Either way, eBay will refund me. Have a good day. I said, nope. And eBay might refund you the difference that I don't. Don't message me again. So there's a couple things within this message thread that I want to bring up. He says that it works, and I'm saying that I stated that it needs resurfaced and it has spots. So we go into here. You have all this. It's listed in good condition. The picture has the spots and the circles that he mentioned. right? And of course, it's going to drag me down here. Disk has spotting. Ran it through my buffer and it cleared most up. May need to be professionally resurfaced. I'm not going to write has to be, because somebody could just buy that just for a collection or a display, right? Either way. And I have in here, read description. Good, under eBay standards, and I'll read this verbatim. An item is used but good condition. May have minor damage to jewel case, including scuffs or cracks, or the item cover, including scuffs, scratches, or cracks. The cover art and liner notes are included for a CD. VHS or DVD box is included. So if you're just selling just a VHS with no slip or no case, or a DVD with no slip and no case, it has to be listed as acceptable. So when I see people that list DVDs as brand new and it's just an open container DVD with no container, just the disc, no fuzzy snowy frames on VHS tape. See the seller's listing full details and description for any imperfections. See also condition definitions, which is already right there. And, oh, it does. All right. So I'm not going to get into all of this because there's a myriad of different ones for media. However, nowhere in this listing does it state that the game works. So this technically falls under buyer's remorse, or that's what I'm going to put it under. So when I get it back, I'm going to pick that has been used, and I'm going to put in 50% deduction for refund. And I will type in there, this falls under buyer's remorse. Buyer did not look at description or read the description in regards to the condition of the item. I will only have to pay that 50% refund. eBay might pay them the difference, and any negative or neutral feedback or any savory markings will be removed from my account if they choose to do that. Another safeguard is that buyers, when it comes down to leaving negative feedback, they cannot leave a negative or a neutral anytime before 7 days. 7 days has to completely lapse. So on the 8th day, they can leave a negative or a neutral. If they want to do that, that's fine, because by the time this label, and I'll wait all 5 days until eBay forces the label. You don't get penalized for it. I just wait for eBay to send the label. I just had somebody close a case on something on a VHS because I think they were waiting too long for the label or whichever. Another instance of what's happened are these books that I sold that's in a video of Francis Assisi, the 3 heavy books. And I was pretty accurate on what it would cost. I forget how much it did cost, but it was like $10 or $11.20 or something. I said it'd be $10 to $12. Or maybe I said it was accurate on the way. It'd be 9 to 10 pounds. It's like 9 pounds, 6 ounces or something. So this person replies with the listing. It said that the books were like new, but they were some of the stains on the marks of the edges of the pages. I also think the shipping, the spines were damaged. Not sure if it's because of the packaging or what. I'm wondering if there's any way we could come up with a discount. Of course, newer buyer probably already has other banned accounts. So newer buyer. I want to say they're a newer buyer or I'm their only feedback. Matter of fact, I do believe I bring that up in here. I said the listing, they were listed like new with the description stating the issues with the edges. They were shipped with plenty of padding. They were shipped with no padding. They were shipped with, it's a $120 book order. They're going to get shipped with padding. Actually, it was extra cardboard, like broken up cardboard, to make it fit in the box very snugly. So it'd have to go through loose, like cut up part of a bubble envelope, which went between the main box and the second padding. So his main box, a double layer bubble envelope, and another just slipped in piece of thicker cardboard all the way around. And the top and bottom had maybe 5 little bundles of plastic grocery bags, maybe an inch thick. I mean, the box was kind of bubbled when it was all said and done. The description you wrote did not list that there were any stains. So the pictures show edge stains. You didn't look at the pictures? The pictures don't show the edge stains because they were covered by the banner. So I went in and I got screenshots. There's no banner showing a stain, a stain, a stain, a stain, stains. There's no banner blocking the stain, 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 stains, stains. And I can go in the listing itself. There's like 5 pictures of the edges to emphasize that the edges aren't perfect. I can see minor stains just fine. And I mentioned there are remainder marks, which means certain parts of the edge would have a marker marking. I go right back here. Like new. A book that looks new but has been read. Cover has no visible wear, and the dust jacket, if applicable, is included for hardcovers. No missing or damaged pages, no creases or tears, and no underlining or highlighting or of the text or writing on the margins. May be very minimal identifying marks on the inside cover, very minimal wear and tear. So these were not listed as brand new, nor were they, and actually, here we go. And here's what eBay states like new is. The books I sold are not new and way better than very good, thus they were like new. This guy tries to bring this up. So you're trying to bring pictures up that you could see these little markings. And if the edges were already worn or not worn, if the edges already had stains, then showing me other stains, it's already in a condition, it's already stated. The listing said corner remainder marks. And no, I did not. So this person here has no idea what a remainder mark is. The stains are a lot worse in the pictures and cannot see them just fine by the listing. These are not very good, especially now that there is spine damage. I'm not sure why you're arguing with me. You're willing to do a discount. Otherwise, I think I'm going to go through the return process and discuss this with eBay directly. You have not been helpful at all. I said, if you believe these were damaged in transit, you can file a damage claim with USPS. Takes like 5 minutes. You can return them if you want. Then you'll pay $200 for a different set. So these, if you buy them individually, because nobody else has them in a set, one of the books is $75. Like I said, there was one that I pointed out in my video that's like $60 to $75. The other ones, not so much, but they're at least $50 each. At least $50 each. If he wants them brand new, it's $250. If he wants them like new or otherwise in a worse condition than this, it's going to be $200. I put them at the price I did because they just don't sell fast. I even been more than helpful. I was explaining to you on how condition stipulations work on eBay. My 20 plus years experience to your one purchase are galaxies apart. He thinks that he's going to contact eBay and get all super duper extra eBay crazy, like, oh no, eBay will take my side. They will, if he returns them, he will get a 50% reduction in refund because I'm going to picture more the angles and the sides or whichever that don't match up to what my pictures show and be like, hey, this is what he sent back. This damage was not on these books when I sent them. 50% refund for sending back something in a different condition. So I've gone a little way too far into this entire video, meaning for it to be almost 20 minutes. However, the main part is just stopping, inhibiting bad users who don't intend to pay. There's that. And then dealing with these people. If they send it back, I'm covered, right? So I'm just going to kind of cover it or end it like that. If you like what you heard, like what you saw, feel free to comment. Feel free to thumbie thingy. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to share. It only takes a second or two. Appreciate it. Thank you.